Picture this. You're walking down the street and accidentally drop your wallet without realizing it. When you reach the next corner and wait to cross, you reach your hands into your pockets only to find the cloth seal at the bottom. No wallet. You panic and turn around while images of someone stealing your identity and purchasing fancy vacations with your credit cards flash through your mind. Once you turn, you come face to face with a stranger, smiling, as they hold an object in front of your face. It's your wallet. You grab it and thank them. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't steal this. You must be a plant person since you had such compassion for me potentially losing my wallet. And they say, I have hundreds of plants at home. You smile, wallet safely in your grip as they walk away into the sunset. In today's video, we'll be discussing whether having a strong attraction to plants might actually be linked to making you a better person. I found this really interesting study that takes a look into how our relationship with nature, plants in particular, could impact the way that we interact with the world around us. Let's unpack this study and see what it tells us about plants and empathy. The study we're looking at today was conducted by researchers Sofia Nartova Bokover and Elena Muhortova from the National Research University Higher School of Economics and Moscow State University. I am so sorry if I absolutely butchered those names. I'm not great. I'm so sorry. You don't have to forgive me. With more people in urban areas becoming more disconnected from nature, they wanted to conduct a study to see if plants could be a bridge between bringing back that compassion in people. And this is, of course, assuming that living in these urban areas removes you from having the ability to have compassion for those around you. I don't know, but I mean, that's just what they're going off of. So a particular theory that was referenced for this study was the life theory by Schweitzer. Again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But basically, this theory is maintaining that the only thing we are sure of is that we live and want to go on living. His theory is used to suggest that respecting all forms of life fosters empathy and ethical behavior. He proposed that valuing life holistically without ranking life forms enhances moral development. This aligns with the study's hypothesis that attachment to plants may cultivate compassion and respect towards other people, supporting moral growth through a broader appreciation for life. For this study, they surveyed 257 university students in Moscow, most of them being in their early 20s. Participants completed a people and plants questionnaire that explored different aspects of plant attachment, like the joy they feel around plants, the aesthetic value they see in plants, and their commitment to taking care of them. This questionnaire also included statements like, I like to photograph plants, or I feel a surge of positive feelings while in the woods, which helped gauge their attachment levels. I really like to photograph plants. Personally, I have an entire Instagram page dedicated to just sharing my photos of plants. Does that give me bonus points? That's all I want to know. Then the researchers measured moral motives using the moral motives model, which captures values like self-restraint, social fairness, and helping others. They wanted to see if students who scored higher in their attachment to plants also scored higher in these moral values. So what did they find? They discovered that positive attitudes towards plants were strongly linked to higher moral values. Students who valued plants as part of the ecosystem and felt joy or awe when around them showed higher levels of empathy, fairness, and a sense of social responsibility. Interestingly, the aesthetic appreciation of plants was one of the strongest predictors of these moral values, suggesting that simply admiring plants could encourage more compassion towards others. I do find that I like to just sit in here and stare at my plants. So, I don't know, I could stare at them for hours. So again, is that like more points on the moral scale that they're providing? Not that this is about me seeing how good of a person I am, but you know, just thoughts coming into my head. And then another interesting fun fact that they shared, the study showed that the link was much more pronounced among female students. This aligns with some existing research on how women tend to report higher empathy, but it also opens up questions about whether gender might play a role in how nature impacts our social values. This research highlights a really interesting idea. Our bond with plants might be more than just aesthetic or practical. It could play a role in shaping how we connect with people. And for those of you living in the cities, the big cities, where nature may feel more distant, connecting with plants could be a simple way to nurture empathy and care for others. One of many. Not saying it's the only way, just one of many. And of course, this is an early study which has some limitations. It's important to recognize that this information is based on a single survey group of mostly young urban students, so we'd need more research to see if these results apply more broadly. But it does suggest that simply being close to nature could support a more empathetic outlook on life and those around us. Plants are already widely known to boost our mood and reduce stress, but this study suggests they could also help us connect with others on a deeper level. Whether you're already plant obsessed with an 8x8 foot grow tent in your basement full of plants, or just getting started in the hobby, this research shows that plants might have something to teach us about compassion and community. So what do you think? Do you feel more empathetic and connected to people through caring for plants? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, you're gonna love this one where we take a look at how the houseplant hobby has evolved through different centuries and cultures. And thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.